All right, let's get into it with the first up on our best dressed list. I can't with her anymore. I can't with her. Kiernan Shipka is first. How does she do this every time she hits a red carpet?
I want this Marnie dress more than I want a lot of things in life. It's cute, it's fashion forward, it's age appropriate, it's all the things that she's known for embodied in one single look.
And it's really, I mean, when you say fashion forward, I don't know many people any age that would be able to have this dress not wear them because it is so different, and she just rocks it.
Right, and she keeps everything else really simple. I mean, there's not a lot of jewelry. It's a simple little clutch, strappy shoes, and her hair and makeup very, very minimal.
I love how age appropriate it is. She always is so age appropriate, which I feel like would be really hard because she is wearing like these, you know, established designers going on these red carpets, but she always picks something that is age appropriate.
Everyone in the background looks miserable though, right? It must have been like very, very hot because everyone back there is frowning. I am obsessed with her. I love her so much. All right, next up on our best dressed is Nicole Peltz. There she is. Under cleavage.
Prada, so pretty.
Yeah.
The iridescent gown. It's actually a massive cutout, but it's well balanced because of the long column dress. The simple embellishments. I mean,
Yeah, you almost don't realize that the cutout goes all the way up to the neck.
Right. I just think it's so elegant, and it's funny that something so elegant with such a huge cutout, and I think she's just worked it, and the makeup's gorgeous. It's just so stunning and simple.
It's very simple, but the beadwork and the embellishment is really, really ornate, which adds to it a lot. I love that she didn't do any jewelry other than maybe like a tiny earring, which looks like one of those ones that she doesn't actually take off ever. And this is one of those situations where we talk about tailoring.
Right. Perfect, like to her body, exactly.
Perfectly to a T, and anything else would have been a mess.
Well, I think with something this simple is it needs to fit you perfectly, or else you will notice immediately.
I also love the hair.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's beautiful.
Very, very nice. All right. Next up is Poppy Delevingne. She looks stunning in this.
This, I actually crowdsourced it. I asked people what they thought. A lot of people didn't like it, but I'm obsessed with it.
I think she looks great.
I think it's beautiful.
First of all,
Vivienne
I love.
Westwood.
Pardon
Yes.
me?
Is it Vivienne Westwood?
Yes, it's Vivienne Westwood. I love that it's a black floral. You don't see that very often. This has been perfectly draped on her body. If you see, everything is just fitting her exactly as it should. I love the asymmetrical neckline that's so trendy right now. And this is exactly how you want to wear a nude pump. It almost doesn't look like she's wearing shoes.
I like that. I mean, we talk about draping and you're talking about the asymmetrical neckline, but it looks a little bit like she's old Hollywood and it just sort of fell off
Right.
on her way out. It has that look to it.
Effortlessness.
Vivienne Westwood does that really,
Right,
really
this
well.
sort of effortless chic but you know the dress is so structured to a T. But I'm curious, what did people not like about it?
People thought it looked a little frumpy. I totally disagree. Or they didn't like the floral, or they didn't like the material. But I think it all just, I can see how this could have gone really wrong, but I don't think it did. I think every element just works together. And then with the burgundy lip and the pulled back hair, just to accent the dress, is beautiful.
I think it's beautiful. I also like the bottom, how it sort of, again, with the draping, it drapes this a little
Right.
longer in the back. I can see a little bit what they're saying with the material because you do see sort of the boning and the structure along her waistline, but that's the structure of the dress. I think it's beautiful. Those people are wrong about that. Sorry, people. Next up is Kate Middleton, the Duchess. She is looking dapper.
This is actually,
Can a lady look dapper?
Sure, why not?
yeah.
Why not?
She looks
Yeah, she looks dapper.
Alexander McQueen, and she actually has worn this before.
Love that.
Love it too. I don't know, I feel like she always wears such feminine, like, little coats. I think this is just such a nice change to the military. It's a little tougher. It fits her really well. I just think she looks like a boss in it.
She looks very British too. Mm-hmm. You know exactly. Even if you don't know who Kate Middleton, if we cut off Kate Middleton's head, she looks very British. And are you liking the fact that her shoes are navy with the navy outfit?
I like that.
Julie hates it.
I mean, I could have done without it, but she looks good. She pulled it off. I mean, I think that, you know, it completes the look.
It's very Kate Middleton of her to match the shoe to the outfit.
Is she wearing hose?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
No, isn't she always though? Because I remember reading something about how she and Pippa were like bringing the nude stockings back.
Please, God, no.
I mean,
She looks like she's wearing hose.
Okay, let's pretend she's not wearing. I
Yeah,
couldn't,
let's
in
pretend
the
it's
I,
not.
I zoomed in and I couldn't see hose, but hopefully.
Oh, I hope it's not hose. Oof. see him in her very fancy palace bathroom, like hung over the shower curtain rod at the end of the day. Probably not. All right, next up on our best list is America Ferrera. Rocking it in a bold color this week, America Ferrera is.
She looks so sexy. Does she not?
She does look really sexy, and she's not showing a lot of skin, and I love that look.
And I love the belted waist. I think it just draws attention towards her gorgeous shape, as does the plunging neckline. It draws your eyes towards her subtle makeup and her red lipstick.
Can we talk about that shoulder? The structure on the shoulder where it's like the collar is almost going up like a shoulder collar. It's amazing.
It's stunning.
I hate the shoes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love the shoes, but they don't offend me enough to take her off. Of the dress.
No, she looks
Stripperella.
The platform's just too high.
It's definitely too high. They also look not very comfortable.
But the dress kind of like distracts you. She looks so good in the dress.
Totally.
I'm obsessed with the dress. She looks fantastic. People don't give her enough credit for having such a beautiful body and for being able to wear some of these things. And
She's been hitting it out of the park lately. There's another dress I was almost going to put on here because she looked so great, but I chose.
Amazing. Love it all.